Hi traders, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope all of you are doing good. One question which haunts every trader is, why do we lose money in the market? Let me answer this question for you. Because all of us have a mental expectation that we are wired like that as a normal human being, that when we want to climb stairs, we want the stairs to be like this. That's how we have been seeing the stairs all the life. So we know if we have to go up, we have to go up like this. If we have to come down, we have to come down like this. But when they enter the market, the expectation is like that. The moment you buy the trade, you want it to go up straight like this. Okay, suddenly it drops, then you are into panic. You feel that things are not going as per your view. So immediately what you do, you cut your trade and book the loss. But markets and normal life are very different. You need to understand there are people who are sitting against you and trading. Okay, market is a zero sum game. One loses, one makes the money. So if you are losing, who is making money and why are they making money? They are the people who are highly qualified, highly educated from the financial market, and they have lots of money, and they are not going to give you that money so easily. So if you know the trend is going to be up, what are you going to do? You're going to, okay, I have seen this pin bar forming, I will take this entry, I will put my stop loss here, and then I will expect my trade to go up only and give me all the money. How is that going to be possible? Because it is not that easy, right? Everybody wants to make money, and they will play all the tricks in the book to make you feel that you're going to lose. So the moment you put a stop loss here and take an entry here, the market goes next candle up. Okay, you say, oh great, I'm making money, let me continue and make more money. So what you do is you continue that way, and the next thing is suddenly a red bar comes, then you are into panic. Oh shucks, whatever I have made, I have lost now. So again the next bar comes red, and wherever you have put the stop loss, it comes till here. Okay, and then you are into panic. Oh my god, is it going to hit my stop loss? Okay, and one pip just below your stop loss it goes, and from there it bounces back. So how is this happening? This happens because they have access to a lot of data. They know where are the stop loss sitting, right? So how do we manage such kind of scenarios? Stop losses are always being hunted. There is no rocket science in it. See, you are seeing the same chart, they are also seeing the same chart. Price volume, they will know that all the traders will look at this pattern at this location, and they will definitely take an entry with this kind of stop loss. Okay, there is no rocket science behind it. What they do, they will play with your mind, they will give you an entry, and after 2-3 candles they will take your stop loss, they will move the market in the direction which you actually predicted, which is pretty right. So what is the best way to trade? The best way to trade is not to have a stop loss. And how can you trade without a stop loss? That's by using option strategies. So if you understand this concept, you are going to definitely make money from the market. Here you're not putting stop loss so that nobody is hunting your stop loss. Secondly, you're hedging your strategies and you are minimizing your risk. Your risk is minimizing by the strategies what you're playing. That means you're buying a call, selling 2 puts, selling a call, buying puts. You're always hedging your position in such a way that you're losing only the limited capacity, whatever is defined in the strategy. And can you scale this up? Yes, definitely you can scale this up to a next level. Even if you want to do 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 lot size also, you can definitely do that with this kind of strategies. If you invest more money, you will make more money from the market, but risk has to be defined. Whenever there is a defined risk, you are definitely going to win, because you know that if I lose in the market, I lose only this much. If I gain this much. So always have this predefined strategy. This is the only key to success in the market. There is nothing else. No matter how many courses you attend, no matter how many workshops you attend, how much money you spend, how many tools you buy, how many big fund managers you meet, this is the crux of the matter. If your fund manager is also not capable of doing this risk management properly, then please don't give your money in the wrong hands. So that's the GAN for this week. Let's get started. And today I'm going to analyze Bank Nifty, and it looks very interesting because Bank Nifty has played in the right direction, but there was a little turbulence in between, and they have played their game. So let's see how the market looks for next week.
Okay traders, we are back on the Bank Nifty chart, and this is a monthly chart which I'm showing it to you. So if you see the market after this green candle, okay, so after the high of this green candle has been taken out, it was our entry point. So after you take an entry on this candle, market has rallied up, and after this high is taken out, you could have added one more position here. Okay, so 2 lots you will have and you will ride it, and once this high is taken out, then there will be a possibility that we will get a new high. So what is the market doing right away? It is consolidating, and it is in a very tight zone where there are a lot of sellers and there are a lot of buyers. So there is a neck to neck competition going on for last 1 2 3 4 5 months. The price is still holding at this level. So where it has to go, nobody knows. Whoever is powerful and whoever has more money will win this and take the market up or down. Let's look at this from a weekly time frame. On a weekly time frame also, see the past performance on the left. These kind of candles have formed in the past. Which are narrow range candles. So whenever we get a narrow range candle, you need to understand one thing, that there is a fight going on between buyers and sellers. So that is what is creating the narrow range candle. So you need to understand that. Wherever you see this narrow range candle, you should be able to identify that yes, there is a lot of selling coming from here. Although the candle closed green, but there is a lot of selling pressure. There was no direction, selling pressure, then buying pressure, again no direction, no direction, no direction, no direction. Still it is consolidating in the same zone where it was previously. Okay, so what do we have to do now? We have to wait these crucial levels are crossed, either upside or downside. That is the story on a weekly trend. Now let's see daily trend. So why did we make a loss that day on an expiry? Because this was July 8th was the expiry. 8th was the expiry, yes. So and 8th, after these 3-4 candles, the market was holding right in this zone, and this was the actually decision point whether the market will move up, break this high and go high. If you see the high of this candle, it was 35795. See it here. Okay, and the high of this candle was 35811. So it has actually taken the high of that day. So if you are a trader, you know that if previous day's high is been taken out, then most of the people go for long here. So our prediction was firstly bullish, and this was an entry. So we had a position, we were expecting the market to stay sideways. That's why we have created multiple calendar straddles, but market collapsed from there because of the shuffle in the Modi's cabinet. Those are all reasons we can find, but yes, there was a correction due, that's why it happened. And if you see it on a 3-minute chart on that particular day, you'll understand. So this was the opening. See the open was powerful because it was right on the 200 period moving average. This was also a good entry. red bar ignored, and the location is also very powerful, 200 period moving average, and we expected the dip to come till here, and we added position here, and again the second drop happened. Again it took support from this 200, and this was happening, and at this candle, I was not looking at chart that day, but if this candle appears, then you should exit your position. If I had exited my position, I would have been in a positive territory, but I was out for a meeting, so I couldn't see that position, and this happened. When I looked at the position, it was already here. Okay, so then I had tried to manage it and expected a bounce back. So I've created one more position, but the bounce was not sustained. Again, it came down from there. It was it was completely trending, and it came down further till here. So overall, I felt there is no point in fighting the market here, so just booked the loss because that was an expiry day. By this time the premiums have already decayed, and you cannot do much even if you want to cover your position. So you have to give back to market few days. That's completely fine, part of the game, and that's how the market has done that day. Because anytime, mostly expiries, people expect the market to be in a range, and it happens mostly it will be in the range, and they try to eat both the premiums up and down. But here on this day, the put prices went really high because it was continuously falling, and it halted at this point, which was at 239, and from there it came back and closed. And next day I was expecting the market to open a little bit higher here. Okay, but this position, it opened below the last 30 minutes range. Always have this rule: if the price opens below last 30 minutes, below super trend, below moving averages, then it's a complete short entry. So first candle you could have taken an entry, and after this point you could have exited, but here the pattern reversed and it went up. So what positions now I am holding? I am holding an upside position right now, because you see the market is consolidating here, and there is a high possibility that it can take a high above this moving average. And if you have noticed on a daily candle also, that it is right on the super trend, moving average, and super trend is also below. So if we expect any bounce above this high, then again we can expect the market to continue. So you can see this is uptrend coming to 20 period moving average, taking support, and then green candle forms, it can form a new high. So this is properly an uptrend. If you draw a trend line, this can be seen clearly that it's an uptrend. So what is the best way to trade for us is actually to look at the 15-minute super trend always before making any bullish or bearish position. So what positions I am holding right now, let's see. So this is the position I'm holding right now, which is in 800 loss as of now. What is the position? Because I have a slightly downside position, because I am expecting, even on a 3-minute time frame, this is a very strong resistance, this 200 period moving average. Even the market opens here, there is this definitely selling pressure which will come from here, and if it breaks this, then the market will start going down. So eventually there is a high possibility that rejection might happen, and it can continue for sideways, slightly downward to sideways market. So in that also we will be profitable with this strategy what we have made. So here we are taking a risk of how much? 3,000 rupees. Profit is how much? 9,000 rupees. So I will be able to cover the loss which I have made on 8th if this trade goes right. If it doesn't, then we make another trade which can be in the positive direction. So not to worry, market is here, we are here, and as soon as we save the capital and take the risk and reward like this, we are in the game and we can continue to play this game of probability properly. That's it, guys. That's it for this week, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you're learning every week. Please do subscribe to my channel and watch my videos if you really want to make money from the markets and wants to understand how to play the option strategies. Do not waste your money on trainers where they are taking 50,000, 60,000 for just teaching you these kind of strategies, which I am telling you on this channel. You will only come to know after you pay the money, attend the workshop, then you feel that oh god, this data is already available for me free of cost on public domain. Why did I pay? So please be careful and do not pay money on those kind of trainers. You can always learn here, and I'm also ready to give you a one-to-one coaching with a very limited fee, which I think will be reasonable for you, because if you spend a little bit of money, then you are more serious in learning. If you are not spending money, then you are not serious in learning. But money should not be too high. It cannot be 40, 50,000, which is somebody's monthly salary. So I don't want that kind of uh, payouts to be done. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and have a great weekend.